Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric, as well as learn about the features and configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. With its standout styling and long electric-only driving range, the 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric is poised for success. Based on the standard gasoline-powered Hyundai Kona, the Kona Electric provides the same athletic chassis, but with a zap of electricity. I like both Kona versions so much that I did a build and price review of the 2018 gas-powered Kona Limited. I'll put a link up to that video right now. The main draw is the EPA-estimated 258 miles of driving range on a full charge. That's more distance than you'll get from any other similarly priced EV. It's true that Tesla's Model 3 can go even farther, but only when equipped with its big and expensive long-range battery pack. Aside from its electric powertrain, the Kona Electric is a lot like the gasoline-powered Kona, offering snappy acceleration, secure handling, and a decent amount of cargo-carrying utility. There's also strong value for the money here, at least among electric cars. The 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric comes standard with plenty of technology and advanced safety features. I'd even argue the electric styling is less polarizing than the regular model, and about the only thing you'll miss out on compared to the regular Kona is the option of all-wheel drive. The 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric comes in 3 trim levels: SEL, Limited, and Ultimate. All have a 64 kilowatt battery pack that powers a 150 kilowatt electric motor that really translates to about 201 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque that drives the front wheels. Standard equipment is generous on the SEL, and moving up to the Limited or the Ultimate gains you a few extra luxury and tech-oriented features. Now, there's a great argument to be made by sticking with the SEL, which has a base price of $36,950. After all, it comes with all the essential features for an electric vehicle and has an agreeable price. But I think it's worth considering paying more to get the top-level Ultimate, which has a base starting MSRP of $44,900. Now, the Ultimate's extra features, such as ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and upgraded audio, bolster the premium vibe you get from the car's polished road manners. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric. Now, we had a really great intro. You've learned a lot of information. Now let's talk about this. Well, they're going to show us here the exterior tour so we can take an exterior walk around of all 3 trim levels and even see their colors, because I suspect that you don't get the same colors depending on the trim level, because here they're showing the SEL, and that has what? It has 6 colors. The Limited, if they show the Limited, well, I guess it does show the Limited with 6 colors, and the Ultimate. So I guess they all do have the same colors. I'm clicking the link up here, and the color palette is not changing. So seeing that we are doing a build and price of the top of the line Ultimate, let's just look at the Ultimate as far as color selection. We know that the SEL and the Limited configurations also have these same colors, but we're going to look at this from the perspective of the Kona Electric Ultimate. So we can get this with a ultra black, which looks pretty nice. Can we spin this around? Let's see how that works. Okay, so we can spin it around and get, wow, that was fast, get a little walk around view of the 2019 Hyundai Kona EV. Looks pretty nice. Okay, so here we're seeing it in black. Let's go choose those other colors. Let's go see what they look like. Here is chalk white, which actually looks pretty cool. The front end looks pretty cool in chalk white. Then you have a sonic silver. Actually, all the colors are pretty agreeable to me based on the kind of car that it is. So this Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate has some fun colors. Here's this ceramic blue, which looks fun. I'm not kidding. The pulse red, it's a little too dark for me. It's a little too maroon. Not really feeling that. But the galactic gray looks nice. I like 5 out of the 6 colors. I like all the colors with the exception of the pulse red. I'm kind of actually even feeling the ceramic blue, even though it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little hairdresser, but whatever. I'm kind of feeling the ceramic blue. So yeah, a big deal for any electric vehicle. It doesn't matter what vehicle it is, who makes it, is the range. This Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate has a range of 200, an estimated range of 258 miles on a single charge from its 64-watt battery system. So that's pretty cool. They're saying that it gets, well, I don't know what 132 mpge city miles are. I'd have to go stop and do a whole Google search for that. But we know that on a full charge, it should get 258 miles. But here's the thing. It all depends on how you're using the car. Are you traveling in an area where you live in a really hilly area? If you do, you're probably not going to get 258 miles. It all depends on how that battery's being used. So that's a big deal. Over here on the right, speaking of how the battery's being used, they're talking about a battery warranty that lasts a lifetime. So it says Hyundai Assurance is renowned as America's best warranty. So it should be no surprise that the Kona Electric's lithium-ion polymer battery is covered by a lifetime electric battery warranty, and that's an industry exclusive. There's an asterisk there, so we know that there's some fine print. It's not going to be whatever, but they have a battery warranty that's supposed to be pretty good. If we happen to run across them talking more about it, then great. If not, we're probably not going to dig down into that. Another cool thing about electric vehicles is their instant torque, right? The Tesla Model P90D or something like that, the fastest one. I've done a build-in price of that one. Hang on a second. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to put a link up right now to my electric cars playlist. So instead of trying to find the link directly to that Tesla video, which is really cool, the build-in price on that, I'm going to give you the link to my electric cars playlist. And so every electric vehicle that I've done, you can just go in there and check that out. And that makes it even easier. And then you can see stuff that you didn't even know that I did. All right, so they're talking about that acceleration. Yeah, that's the deal. These cars can accelerate fast because they're electric and they have instant torque, right? I told you. The motor packs what's the equivalent of 201 horsepower and 291 pound-feet of torque. That is going to feel pretty good, right? That's of instant torque, they're telling us. While the multi-link rear suspension keeps you nicely planted around corners. So it's got a nice rear end setup. We know that the best German sedans always have a multi-link rear suspension as well. Over here on the right, they're talking about a design that defies wind and compromise. So they're talking about, wow, how efficient the body is. The Kona Electric marries form and function with an aerodynamic, that's the word, grille, LED daytime running lights, and signature headlights and taillights. A contrast color roof adds an extra layer of fun. Yeah, I guess it would be fun. Okay, let's take a tour of the interior of our 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate. Well, hang on one second. Okay, I had to double check that we were in fact looking at the interior trim configuration of the Ultimate, and we are. Okay, so right off the bat, the infotainment system is really huge. It's really big. Right up front, looks like it's got lots of beautiful graphics and lots of things to look at and do, and I like that. And then it looks like it's got some hard buttons on the side, and that's really cool. You've got your cup holders down here. You got more buttons down here. I can see a speaker in the door. Push button start, of course, for an electric vehicle. Of course, it's got to be push button start, huh? This has a sunroof there. What do we have here? We've got your sunglass holder. You got your map lights. Looks like we've got your garage door openers here, home link and all that. Looks like it's pretty loaded out with features. Let's look in the back seat. Yeah, it does look a little snug back there. These windows back here are going to be a pain to wipe. You got to reach back there to wipe those windows when you clean your vehicle. Yeah, I like the contrast stitching. I mean, it's a way of trying to make it look a little more upscale look and feel. All right, that looks pretty cool. Let's move on. So that was being shown in the black leather, and then of course there is this pebble blue with leather. That doesn't sound good at all. I don't like that. We will be going with the black leather, I can tell you that. All right, what's this? Other features. More features of our 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate. It says use your apps without touching your phone. Effortlessly access your favorite smartphone apps using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto through the touchscreen display or hands-free voice controls. Then over here on the right, they're talking about a new era of interior comfort. I like the way the instrument cluster is laid out here. It's very nice. It says from the vivid 7-inch color gauge cluster with EV data, electric vehicle data display to the standard heated front seats, Kona Electric's well-appointed cabin makes every drive a delight. Right, gotcha. It was nice that they said that their standard heated seats. Did you catch that? That's pretty cool. All right. Anyway, moving down here, we see this lady throwing some bags in the back. That's gonna tell us about the cargo and the utility of this 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate. A space as flexible as you need it to be. Right. So fold all of the rear seat backs down for a class-leading 45.8 cubic feet of cargo space, or use the 60-40 split to make room for people and your stuff. Every auto manufacturer has an app. Hyundai's no different. Here, what's this? This is called 3 free years of standard Blue Link. I guess that's what they call theirs. You can find the nearest public electric charging station, use remote engine start with climate control, and more. So that's the Hyundai app that helps you find charging stations and start your car up. That's pretty okay. Does it do more? Yeah, it says and more, but they don't really say. You really can't talk new vehicles, and especially new electric vehicles, and not talk technology and safety and all of that. So Hyundai's no different. You can see down at the bottom, there's all these safety features like lane keeping assist, forward collision avoidance, high beam assist, driver attention warning, smart cruise control with stop and go. Lots of different things. They say they have from cameras to ultrasonic sensors to radars. Their sophisticated network acts as extra set of eyes when you drive or park. So they call this whole thing Hyundai Smart Sense. So let's find out a little bit more. Ooh, cool. I like the way they have it laid out. Very nice. Lane keeping assist. It says drift outside your lane without signaling. And this standard system, standard means it comes with the car. You don't have to pay extra for this. It comes with the base model even. May apply corrective steering assistance to help keep your vehicle in its lane. So this is an active system. A passive system would just, hey, let you know, but then not do anything about it. This system will let you know, but then if you don't do anything about it, it'll take corrective measures. So I like that. Here we've got the forward collision avoidance assistance. It says this standard feature warns you when approaching a slowing or stopped vehicle and brakes, there you go, again, another active system, and brakes if necessary to avoid impact. I like it. Then you got your high beam assist. This thoughtful system shares your safety with others. It automatically senses oncoming traffic and dims your high beam lights so you don't blind people out. Now this feature here is something that Mercedes started eons ago. I was just talking about this in, I think, my last Mercedes video. They called it Mercedes Attention Assist, and they've been doing it since the early 2000s, honestly. So they were the first, but everybody is starting to catch on. Hyundai's no different. This is they call their version Driver Attention Warning. It's, again, a standard feature, and it acts like a digital co-pilot, and it's basically paying attention to you and your driving patterns using vehicle data such as steering angle, steering torque, vehicle position in the traffic lane as you drive, all of that. It's really watching how you're driving. If the system detects driver fatigue or inattention, like you're really trailing off, it presents an audible tone or visual alert on the instrument panel to tell you to probably, park it or something. Now, this system obviously can't be active. It's not going to just tell you, not going to just park the car for you, but it's going to tell you maybe you should park. So that's pretty cool. Here, there's that smart cruise control with stop and go. Now, it says this available feature. This is not standard. You got to pay extra for this. This will come in a package. This available feature detects a vehicle in your lane ahead, and it automatically slows your vehicle down while maintaining a safe distance with the vehicle ahead, and can even bring your Kona Electric to a complete stop. So it's smart cruise control. If you set your speed, it can pace the vehicle ahead of you, right? Because that's basically what it's saying. It can pace the vehicle ahead of you, and it can even stop. Come to a complete stop without driver input. One of my favorite safety features, blind spot warning. It's a standard feature, thankfully. Gives you greater awareness of traffic around your vehicle, providing audible and visual alerts if a vehicle is detected in your blind spot. Another one of my favorite features, and awesome, our 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric Ultimate has this rear cross traffic collision as a standard feature, which helps you back out of a parking space or driveway. You get it. You're backing out. Somebody's flying down the lane. You don't want to hit that person. The system's paying attention. It'll let you know, just like the blind spot warning. Pretty cool. So we went over the overview page. Now we're on this page that says, why the Kona Electric? Why do we want this car? So the base model starts at $36,950. We know the Ultimate starts at $44,000 and change. Supposedly you get a $7,500 tax credit. I don't get into that kind of stuff on the channel. I'm just simply mentioning it because it's right there. And it has a 258-mile range, depending on how you drive the thing. All right, so that would be one reason to why buy the Kona. Another one says here, the Kona Electric is awarded the 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. By who? By who? And here's another accolade, I think, if that's how you pronounce the word. Edmunds Editor's Choice Award. The 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric is the winner of that 2019 Edmunds Editor's Choice Award for Best Electric Vehicle. I think it does look pretty slick, which is why we are doing a build-in price. Another reason why you might want the Kona Electric Ultimate is because it's got the standard blue link like we just talked about, and that's a complimentary service they give you for 3 years. Its voice-activated search is just the beginning. Here, they're giving us more information. Access remote lock, engine start with climate control, we knew that one. In-car maintenance scheduling, and more. There it is. So, and it connects with your smartphone. They're talking about Amazon Echo in here. So, pretty cool. Then, of course, there's apps, right? Through voice and Kona's electric touchscreen, you can get to your favorite music, maps, messages, calling, and more, right? Through the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto. We already know about the smart cruise control because, remember, we're on this page that's reasons why you'd want a Kona Electric. We already know about the smart cruise control. We just learned about that. But here's what's something new. Over here on the left, wireless device charging. We can see a USB here. We can see an aux. And then over here on the left, where the phone is laying, we can see that is a wireless charging pad. So that's cool. I've seen more and more cars, more and more vehicles across all price points have this feature now. Another reason you want the Kona Electric Ultimate is because it's got 60/40 seats, and it's got 45.8 cubic feet of storage space when you fold these seats down, and that sounds pretty substantial. Oh, snappity snap, they've got a heads-up display. The available, it's an option, and believe me, we're getting it. Heads-up display slides up into your line of sight. Now, it's not exactly, it doesn't project it onto the screen because we can see this little thing come up. So it's not exactly the version I like, but if you know me and you know this channel, you know I like digital speedometers and I like heads-up display. This already puts this car way good in my book right now. So that's cool. Heads-up display. It's going to give you, and it throws up information too, in addition to letting you know what your speed is. It'll give you navigation, audio, and driving information. And then we already know right here, nothing beats a warm welcome, heated front seats, and steering wheel. Now, I think the heated front seats were standard. It says heated front seats and available heated steering wheel. Now, the Kona Electric Ultimate comes standard with the heated steering wheel as well. So we have the whole thing. And that's great. The driver's seat, apparently, for even more welcome comfort, the available 8-way power driver's seat with power lumbar support allows you to find your ideal ergonomic setting. So the driver's seat has some power adjustability as well. There's that available power tilt and slide sunroof. I couldn't remember if it's standard on our Ultimate. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. But if it's not, we're going to option ours. We'll option our Kona Ultimate with the power tilt and slide sunroof if it's not already bundled in there. Here they're talking about more safety, less weight. This is the strength of our steel. As you may or may not know, Hyundai has their own steel. They forge, or however you create it, their own steel. They have their own foundry, I suppose. The intelligent use of aluminum and advanced high-strength steel gives every Kona Electric an extremely light yet very rigid body structure. This blend of strong, weight-saving materials means more efficient driving with longer range and quicker acceleration. Okay, so we went over the overview. We just went through that whole page that said, why Kona Electric? Now we're over here where it says EV advantages. We're not going to do the features and specs because there's really nothing on that page on this. So we're going to just take a look at this EV advantages. We'll take a quick look at the gallery, and then we'll go and do our build and price. So we're getting there. So obviously one of the big advantages is the fact that this thing gets its 258-mile range and it's all electric. We know that. Let's move on from that. Over here, they're taking wild guesses. Well, we know that they say they'll give us a $7,500 tax credit, and then they're going to give you your estimated monthly gas savings based on, you can play with your miles daily driven, miles driven daily, and your car's combined MPG. You can look that up online to find out what that number would be, and you could roughly probably figure out what you do that, and it'll let you know what you'd save every month by having a Kona Electric Ultimate versus a gas-burning vehicle, fossil fuel vehicle. Additional advantages of the 2019 Hyundai Kona Ultimate. You can enjoy special access to HOV lanes where available, right? Sometimes it's electric vehicle lanes only. No more stopping at the gas pump, no more oil changes or transmission fluid maintenance, zero tailpipe emissions, and instant torque delivers quick acceleration. Here they're talking about their America's Best warranties. They've got this limited hybrid electric warranty. They've got the 5-year, 60,000-mile new vehicle limited warranty. They've got a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. They have a 5-year unlimited miles with 24-hour roadside assistance. We know about the instant torque and the speed of an electric vehicle with this 291 pound-feet of torque. What they're talking about here, which you may not have been aware of, is the low center of gravity of electric vehicles because, well, the batteries are located under the passenger area, so all the weight's down low. So these electric vehicles have a great center of gravity. So that makes this particular vehicle nimble with its multi-link suspension. But most of them, you read the Teslas, they tell you the same thing. Anybody that's trying to talk about their sport or the athleticism of an EV will often talk about how the battery sits low, low center of gravity, etc., etc. Here they're showing us a whole bunch of charging stations. Here's your key over here. You can see all that across the country. I don't really see that many on the West Coast. I guess you want to live like right over here. You want to live like here? Yeah, you want to live like right here. Apparently, there are plenty of easy ways to charge our 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric or whatever configuration you're going to do. It says every Kona Electric is equipped with a convenient 110-volt standard charging cord. And then on that Blue Link app that we already learned about, there is a charge indicator feature and a charge scheduling on that thing, so you can charge during off-peak hours when electric rates are lower. And then if you have access to a 220-volt outlet at home, this available option offers an estimated 80% charge time of 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that's pretty cool if you have access to that. And then if you're out running errands in town, then if you can get on the DC fast charger, then just in as little as 54 minutes, you can have 80% of your vehicle's already charged back up, which is cool. Here they're talking about regenerative braking, control paddles. So just like shifter paddles for your transmission, but instead of that, these paddles control how 3 levels of regen control. So these paddles are located behind the steering wheel, and it says you can increase energy recapture when easing off the accelerator pedal by engaging in a much higher degree of deceleration. In fact, the Kona Electric fully stops when you take your foot off, creating a one-pedal driving experience. That seems like that would feel weird to me. So based on how you configure your paddles, you can charge more when you decelerate, or you can cruise more and less energy is captured by offering a more conventional coasting and deceleration feel. So you can toggle between how you want that to be. And then down here they say, hey, no matter what you choose, with a higher deceleration rate than the Nissan Leaf, the Kona EV can recover more energy. So that's important for an EV vehicle to be able to capture energy, surely. Earlier, when we were doing the interior walk around, I was like, oh, lots of buttons down there. Well, apparently those buttons were to the transmission or whatever they call it. They don't really call it a transmission because they said you don't have to do any transmission servicing. So I don't know what they call it. But you can see that it's push. It's a shift by wire, and it's push button. Drive, park, neutral, reverse. Okay. Let's run through the exterior and interior photos real fast, and then we'll jump into our build and price. Now, you can see that it has this little snippet of information, little description below each photo. We're going to skip over that because at this point, it's all redundant information. We've already learned about our 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric. I'm sorry, Ultimate. Electric Ultimate. There you go. So I just want to just take a quick peek through these photos real fast. There's just 10 exterior photos, which we've gone through. Now let's take a look at the interior photos. Oh, nice. Notice this little cubby down here? So you got some extra storage. And there's a shot of that nice touchscreen display. And here they're talking about the electric shift-by-wire drive control. So no cables or anything on that vehicle. Here's this folding split back seats and all that. These guys having fun with their sunroof is really what that's all about. That whole picture. Here's your wireless charging, and again showing that push button selecting for the transmission that they don't call a transmission, so I don't know what to really call it. Here they're showing Android Auto being plugged in. You can see that because the phone says Android Auto on it. And oh, here's like your little power outlets down here. I can see down in that cubby as well. And storage space, that's pretty cool. Here they're showing Apple CarPlay. That's also cool. And here's your last image here, showing the EV data display that they had talked about a little bit earlier. All right, so we've gone through everything. Let's go do the build and price. All right, first things first, let's select the right configuration. We want the Ultimate. It starts at $44,900. Before I said I like the ceramic blue, but here they're showing it looks very, very green to me. I'm not really feeling that. Let's do ours in Ultra Black. We'll do Ultra Black with the black leather. And we get the heads-up display. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good to know. Okay, nothing to select for the transmission. I just literally scrolled down. Nothing to select for the transmission. They have some little wonky accessories here. Nothing to really write home about. Some mud guards. Yeah, I'll take those. Give me the carpeted floor mats. Give me the wheel locks. All right? Yeah, and we're almost done. I mean, seriously. Here we're sitting at $46,255, and all we really did was pick some accessories that we didn't even need to really actually add. Let's move on. Okay, well, I've printed off this build summary. You can see that right here. So if you liked the build that I've done on this, all I did was select black, black interior. Those were no-cost options. I guess we could have left this thing right at $44,900 because we certainly didn't have to add those accessories, but that was the deal with the accessories, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so that's it. That's the Kona Electric Ultimate. I like the car. It's pretty cool. It looks good. I like it for what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you liked it, you found it helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a nice day, and I'll see you